My name is Judit Hermándy-Berencz. I am representing Eötvös Loránd University from Budapest, Hungary, and I'm working as the Erasmus Plus Digitalization Coordinator for the university. Before implementing mobility online, we use different methods and processes for application for the different mobility types. For example, for study mobility, we used a dedicated module in our campus management system so that the students could apply, and it was handy because all the study data came to their application. But it is a campus management system and not a mobility management system. So obviously after the application phase, we needed to export all the data into different Excel files. And we handled the applications after the actual application phase in Excel files, which is really complex if you think of managing changes, for example. And the next thing which comes with changes is the lot of emailing with students. They send something that they would like to change the duration of the mobility, or they send some new document or whatever, and we needed to download the documents to put in different folders or change the dates of their mobility in different Excel files. So it was really time consuming and really complex for our administrative colleagues. The main pain points were like the time need of the administration of mobilities. So with all of the exports of data from the campus management system, and then when you were working with applications before mobility online, you needed to open at least 5 or 6 Excel files. And just to create financial documents like the grant agreement, we needed to pick data from different sources. So actually to have an overview on the different data sources was pretty time consuming and pretty complex. And as I already mentioned, the lot of emailings that were really time consuming as well. And our reporting capacity towards our hierarchy wasn't always the quickest and not always the most accurate. So that is something, again, that mobility online helped us a lot to report things quickly and accurately. By the time we started evaluating different mobility management systems, we already made a needs analysis within our university. We asked our central international relations office colleagues and also the faculty IROs and also the IT department about what we want from a system, why would we need a new system. So we had a pretty clear view of what we are looking for when we were starting demoing with the different providers. So what we really liked in mobility online from the first minute actually is how flexible the system is. It can be custom made to your needs, and not just to the university needs, but to the mobility type specificities, and also we can take into account the faculty specificities. So basically this almost limitless flexibility was really appealing from the first minute. And what was also really important for us is that our campus management system could be linked, integrated with mobility online, because we really wanted our students to be able to log into the system with very same credentials that they use for the campus management system. So with the SSO and with integrating the two systems, now the case is that they log in with the credentials that they know by heart. You know, the campus management system login is something all students know, so it is easier for them. Plus, we have a very big advantage of the integration, so that the application form, the online form, is like pretty much filled in, because we can fetch data from the campus management system, data which is accurate, because we get the data from the single source of truth, and it is quite error prone, because students don't need to type in all the study data. So it was something really important for us from the beginning, that the two systems can be integrated. First, we started with planning, designing, and describing our processes. We had a lot of discussions with our team, mainly working with the mobility types, about who does what and when, which steps comes after the other one, what the data we need, for example, for the learning agreement or for the grant agreement, how do we want to handle the extensions, or what documents we need in the application phase or in the after mobility phase. I can say that we really thought over every details, or at least that's what we thought, because obviously when we started implementing, new requests and demands came up. But I think this is very important, that you have an overview of the whole process before starting implementing it and building the steps. And then, based on the guidelines we were given by our project manager, we started importing a lot of things into the system. We imported all our contacts and organizational units and partners and IIAs and study fields and a lot of data. That took ages, but it was really important also to understand how the data is stored, where the different types of data is stored in the system. So it was a hard work, but it was absolutely worth it. And we were lucky enough to have good relationships with other universities who are already using mobility online. So we visited some of our partner universities, and it was also super helpful, because we could get peer advices. So it's always nice to work with SOP team, but it is, I think, also important to have peer advices, how to do things in the daily work. And we also started making guides for our students and our staff. So that was also something important while we were implementing the first process. We have a fantastic project manager. She's been doing an amazing job, and she's not only helped us with implementing the steps, because I must say we were not really good in building the steps, because we are newcomers. We've been implementing it for 1.5 years. So in the beginning, she was really helpful with actually building the first process. And whenever we came up with a request, she was not only implementing it, but she was recommending the very best solutions, the smartest solutions. It often happened that we asked for something, and then she said, okay, let's see if we can find a smarter solution. And this is amazing how we could think together and work together. So it was really, really helpful. Having implemented mobility management system that follows mobilities from the application process to the after mobility steps is already a big improvement in our case, because, as I said earlier, we had rather fragmented processes. So having everything in one system, all the data, all the documents visible for students and for staff, this is already a big thing. And it really improved the capacities for reporting, because in every stage of the process, we can give real-time data to whoever needs it, to our hierarchy or to our staff or to the national agency. So we can really quickly react on reporting requests. But also the way how we can communicate to students. So all these email templates that are built in the different steps is a great thing. We can send attachments to them via emailing, and talking about attachments, we can create a lot of documents. And it is so easy to use the letter templates. And we have all the data in the system. So it's not that if you want to create a grant agreement, you need to see the address data from one Excel file and the financial data from another one, but you just put the merge fields in it, and then it is really one click of a button to have a grant agreement. And what is also really nice is to have a process 100% custom made for our needs. It serves well the students via the workflow, and it is really useful and helpful for the administrative stuff as well via the pipeline. So I think as we have been just learning how to use it, I don't know yet how much time we spare, but I'm pretty sure we will as soon as everybody will know how to use the system and when it will be absolutely smoothly used by the users. With the experiences we have so far with the software, we definitely plan to widen the number of mobility types we would like to implement in Mobility Online. And we would like to open it up to basically all mobility types that we have in our university, for shorter mobilities, for traineeships, for staff mobility, for international credit mobility, for incoming mobility. So I really think that we are just at the very beginning of the road, but we are really curious and really eager to know how far we can go with the software. Actually, there is not one main reason, but there are quite a few. But what I would highlight is, on the one hand, the super flexible features and the way how the system can be customized and tailor-made to every university's needs. I guess there are no two similar processes amongst the Mobility Online user universities. So it can really follow the way how you at home, at your university, implement and handle mobilities. And there are a lot of features that are really handy. As I told earlier, the emailing, the letter templates, the bulk actions. So there are so many things that if you put them together, I think everybody could be content with using the software.